my recollection with Taylor is simply one word. It's just joy. You know, there are people smarter than me that can talk about what a great technique drummer he was and everything. But when you're behind the drum kit, it's hard to be a rock star, but he was a rock star. And he was one of those guys that just people 8 to 80 would just smile when they saw him.
That was a music executive there talking about how much he played a role in covering rock and roll. And fans are remembering Foo Fighters drummer Taylor Hawkins today, of course. Take a look here. This 9-year-old girl is going viral with one of the last photos of Taylor. The Foo Fighters show got canceled due to rain in Paraguay. So Emma Sophia showed up outside of his hotel and started drumming to some of his songs. So he was so impressed, he took this picture with the 9-year-old. But she's not the only young fan he won over, so many. With me now, music teacher Michelle Bynes out of Rochester, Minnesota. Good to have you on, Michelle. You have a unique connection to Taylor Hawkins. He was an ambassador to your school and came to your school twice. What was he like?
He was very down to earth, when he walked in the room, you just felt relaxed. He spoke from his heart always, and he was joyful.
And we're seeing images of him and video of just being around kids and being so joyful. What was the response from your students?
Oh, they loved him. He was really good with the kids, all the ages. As I said, we have kindergarten through fifth grade, and he inspired them.
I know it's such a loss to everyone, and of course the kids, I'm sure, are devastated by this. What were your thoughts when you heard the news?
Oh, it was and still is very devastating. And I know myself, and I can speak on behalf of our entire school, would like to extend condolences to his family and all the fans. It's hard to believe.
And just so good with kids, as you mentioned. And there were some young students, right, kindergarten, that were able to meet him too.
Yes, yes. He actually had a lot of fun with our kindergartners. They did some painting and he visited all different areas of the school. So, like, as I said, he was in the music room. We were doing some bucket drumming, but he spent the whole day there and he got to see all parts of the school and visit with everybody, children and adults.
And Michelle, this of course is not easy for anyone to process, adults, but children even more so. How will you tell them, or how will you help them process it, or the school?
That is a good question, and we are on spring break right now, so I have some time to think about that. I don't know yet.
Hmm.
I'm sure we'll come together as a staff and we will address that.
Hmm. It certainly isn't easy, and I know that the Foo Fighters bringing so much joy to those wanting to see him in concert. And did he mention being a part of the Foo Fighters, or talk much about touring or who he was?
He talked more about who he was and what music meant to him. And he talked a lot about how it was his passion and encouraged the kids to pursue whatever your passion is because that is what's going to be sustaining you for your life.
It is such a loss, and you and the kids were lucky enough to meet him not once but twice. Just what a wonderful soul, what we're hearing that he was. Michelle Bynes, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Keep it here.